from Hollywood, ladies and gentlemen. This is C.P. McGregor speaking. Welcome to another gay half hour in your Hollywood Theater of Stars, for a comedy performance we know you'll enjoy. Our star is Alan Curtis, his portrayal that of Patrick St. John. Pat is a handsome young man from Iowa who believes that motion picture acting would be an easy way to raise $20,000. That is, if he knew how to act. The irrepressible Pat finagles a Hollywood entree through the brash move to introduce himself to Film City's most sought-after and glamorous star. Such eccentric methods could work only in Hollywood, which appropriately is our title. Act one in a moment, but now your announcer. The curtain rises on Act One of Only in Hollywood, starring Alan Curtis as Patrick St. John. Hollywood the Fabulous, the city where anything may be found and usually is, from a barefooted hermit with a waist-length beard to a feminine fancy in beach sandals, green slacks, and a mink coat, leading 3 Russian wolfhounds on a platinum leash. Hollywood melting pot of extras, script men, feature players, stars, has-beens, and never-will-be's. Here our story begins at Sunset and Vine. Our hero looks to be a chap not quite 30. Tall, good-looking, and dressed in a manner which proves he's not from Hollywood. The Middle West, perhaps, Nebraska or Illinois. And right now, he's looking at a telephone book in the Sunset and Vine drugstore. He turns its pages almost frantically.
Stevens. Here we are. Stewart, that's it. Lillian, Libby Stewart, Mrs. Larchmont Stewart, Larry Stewart, Lorenzo Stewart, Mrs. Lucretia Stewart. No Lana Stewart. Stein, that's all. Hey, no Lana Stewart. Say, I beg your pardon.
Yeah?
Could I ask you a question?
Who, me? Not if it's about placing any bets on the Santa Bang tails. The answer is no dice. The cops have got the lid on.
Oh, no bets. I'm trying to find out the telephone number of Lana Stewart.
Who?
Lana Stewart. You know, the movie actress.
Oh, sure, I know. Lana Stewart.
Uh-huh. But for some reason or another, I can't seem to find her number in the phone book.
Well, what do you know? You can't, huh?
No.
Well, how do you like that? Are you trying to kid me or something, buddy?
Kid you? Why, no. I just thought maybe you might know how I could get her number. You see, I'm a stranger here in Hollywood, so to speak.
Oh, yeah, I can see what you mean, so to speak. And you want the telephone number of Lana Stewart?
Yeah. I want to talk to her.
Oh, sure. You want to talk to her. You're not related to the president or something, are you?
Who, me? No. My name's St. John, Patrick St. John.
Mm-hmm. Well, do you know the governor of California?
No.
Do you know the mayor?
No.
Well, gee, buddy, I'm afraid this is going to be tough.
I don't get what you mean.
Well, look, Mr. St. John, seeing as how Lana Stewart is about the biggest star in Hollywood, getting her phone number is kind of tough to do. Unless you own the phone company. Do you?
No.
Well, then here's what you do. Instead of phoning Lana Stewart, why don't you go to see her?
Hey, that's not a bad idea.
No. And here's the way you do it. Get on one of those sightseeing buses that make the tour around all the homes of the picture stars, see? And when they announce that you are now passing the home of Lana Stewart, get off the bus, go ring the doorbell, and there you are.
Say, that's swell. And I'll do it. Thanks a million. Never could have thought of that myself.
Oh, Christine?
Yes, Miss Stewart?
Will you please have Henry change the arrangement of the barbecue table over by the swimming pool?
I'll be glad to, Miss Stewart. Are you ready for your tea now?
Yes, Christine. Oh, what a beautiful day out here.
Yes, it is lovely. Here's your tea, Miss Stewart.
Thank you, Christine. Oh, will you hand me that script on the table, please?
Yes, ma'am. Is this to be your next picture, ma'am?
Well, I don't know yet, Christine. The studio just sent it out this morning for me to read.
Here you are. Would you care for a little more hot water?
No, thank you. And that'll be all, Christine. I'll ring for you as soon as I finish tea.
Yes, ma'am.
Song of Love. Shooting script, page 1.
Oh, pardon me.
Oh.
But, hello.
Christine.
Don't. It's only me, and I'm not a burglar.
How did you get in here?
Well, I came out on one of those See the Homes of the Stars for $1 bus.
You...
And I rang the doorbell. I really did. But your maid, I guess it's your maid, said that you'd gone to China. But I didn't believe her.
Oh, you didn't?
No, so I took the liberty of climbing over the wall. Well, here I am. And you didn't go to China, did you? Your maid was kidding somebody.
Well, I'll have to speak to her about it. But in the meantime, if you'll take the liberty of climbing back over the wall again...
Oh, no, I can't do that. I mean, I'd like to talk to you if you don't mind.
Well, I'm sorry, but I do mind, definitely. And you know, the police don't look with much favor on entering and breaking. You see, there is a law.
Well, yes, but I'd have telephoned you and told you I was coming if you'd had your number in the book.
Oh, sure, and I could have made some ice cream and we'd have all had a party. And now, goodbye.
Look, please, Miss Stewart, I've traveled nearly 2,000 miles to see you, and you just can't turn me out like this.
Oh, can't I?
All I want to do is talk to you for 5 minutes. Miss Stewart, I'm not a burglar or a crook, and it's very important to me.
See my agent. Goodbye.
Just 5 minutes, Miss Stewart. After all, I've come clear from the Middle West.
Well, what is it you want? My autograph?
Of course not.
Money?
No. Well, I mean, not exactly. If you'll only let me explain.
You can explain it to my maid while she's showing you out. Christine loves explanations. Oh, Christine!
Now, why did you have to go ring for her? Look, like I said before, all I want is 5 minutes of your time. And then if you say no, I'll go away.
Say no to what? Oh, never mind.
You rang for me, Miss Stewart?
Yes, Christine.
Oh, I beg your pardon. I didn't know you had company.
Christine, will you please show this gentleman to the front door?
But, Miss
Very
Stewart...
well, ma'am. If you come with me.
Miss Stewart, you've simply got to listen to me. Have me tied up or anything so you know I can't do any damage, but listen to me.
Well, all right. If that's the way you'd like it, I will listen to you. Oh, Christine, get a rope and tie the gentleman up.
Beg your pardon, ma'am?
I said tie the gentleman up.
There we are.
Christine, are you sure that you've tied him quite securely?
Oh, yes, ma'am, Miss Stewart. If I might say so, I used to be married to a sailor.
I don't see how he ever got away from you. Houdini couldn't have gotten out of this.
Then that'll be all for the moment, Christine. I'll ring you later.
Yes, ma'am.
And now, you have 5 minutes in which to talk. After that, I shall call the police.
Well, Miss Stewart, first of all, my name is Patrick St. John.
Mm-hmm.
And I've just inherited a farm in Clifton, Iowa.
Mm-hmm. And a while ago in Clifton, Iowa, you saw me on the screen, fell in love with me, and now you want me to marry you and become your helpmate on your brand new farm.
No.
No? Well?
Well, you see, I inherited this farm, like I said. But in order to keep it, I've got to raise $20,000 within 90 days.
Mm-hmm. Go on.
Well, and all I've got at the moment is $2,364.19. And an idea.
Oh, you unquestionably have ideas, Mr. St. John.
Yeah. You see, being conventional isn't going to raise the other $18,000. So I said to myself, let's be unconventional and gamble. Everything on everything. Win, lose, or draw.
Yes?
And so, here's what else I said to myself. The thing for you to do, Patrick, is to take Horace Greeley's advice and go west. Which I did. I said, if you could only get into motion pictures, why, raising $18,000 would be a cinch. But came the question. How am I going to get into motion pictures?
Mm-hmm. And rather a good question.
So I looked in the mirror.
Yes?
Well, I'm not awfully bad looking.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think. Well, I mean, Well, not to be egotistical, I've got fairly broad shoulders and pretty good teeth, and, well, I've had some acting experience in high school and college. Got a couple of raves, in fact, in my scrapbook at the hotel.
Mm-hmm.
Well, here's the thing, I said to myself. There's only one way to get into pictures, and that's to get glamorized. To be seen in the company of Hollywood's greatest star. You know, like the Brown Derby for lunch, Cyril's for dinner, and maybe dancing at the Macambo. Get my name in Jimmy Fiddler's column.
Your 5 minutes is almost up, Mr. St. John.
Well, Miss Stewart, as I said, I'm willing to gamble $2,000 in 2 weeks. And I'd be awfully grateful if, well, you see what I mean?
Yes, I see what you mean. Patrick, turn your head to one side. No, profile.
You mean, like this?
Yes, uh-huh. Now, smile. Oh, no, not like that. I said smile, not grimace like a Cheshire cat. Mm-hmm. Now, look stern, unrelentingly so. Mm-hmm.
Well?
Well, you know, Patrick, I'm completely convinced that you're just about as crazy as they come. And I'm also becoming quite convinced that I'm just about as crazy as you are.
Oh, well, I wouldn't...
You know, I can't seem to think of one single solitary reason why I'm doing this, but, I'll do it.
You will?
Here, let me untie you.
Golly, I don't know what to say. Well, you'll never know how grateful I am.
There. Now you're untied. Stand up, and let me see you walk across the patio.
Okay,
Oh, but Patrick, what's the matter?
Smokes.
Oh, Pat, you haven't been drinking.
Oh, no, I never touched the stuff. It's just that, well, my legs must have gone to sleep.
The curtain falls on Act One of Only in Hollywood, starring Alan Curtis as Patrick St. John. Our star and our distinguished cast of Hollywood radio players will return for Act Two after this important message from your announcer. Act Two of our play, Only in Hollywood, starring Alan Curtis as Patrick St. John, with Sammy Hill, Jane Ovella, Maxine Marks, and Bill Foreman in the supporting cast. In Hollywood, they say, anything can happen and usually does. So, for reasons unknown even to herself, the glamorous star Lana Stewart has decided to be seen again and again at a Hollywood night spot with a certain tall, broad-shouldered young man who might, just possibly, look but terrific as Tommy in her Jungle Love, or as the polished and debonair Reginald Van Norton in the Penthouse Romance. Anyway, the Hollywood grapevine is reaching out and buzzing about Pat and Lana. Even at the moment, the young couple are being pointed out as they dine at the famous Lucy's restaurant.
That's right, waiter. Seafood cocktails. Terrine a la Julienne. Roquefort salad, one breast of pheasant jardiniere with wine sauce, and the flank steak rare. Well, how am I doing?
Oh, wonderfully, Pat. Except your pronunciation of Terrine a la Julienne. It's a little bad yet.
Yes, I know. Terrine a la Julienne. Terrine a la Julienne.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't they just say soup?
Oh, because in Hollywood, this kind of soup isn't just soup. It's, Terrine a la Julienne. And something else. When that waiter comes back, you'd better ask him for the connecting telephone.
Telephone? Why? Who am I supposed to call?
Oh, a couple of producers, 3 directors, 5 agents, and just possibly New York.
But I don't know any producers or directors. And I don't know anybody in New York.
Oh, that doesn't matter. Just call the public library and pretend you know producers and directors and talk loud. Particularly when you tell Sam Goldsmith that you wouldn't even consider $1,000 a week. And who does he think you are? Some refugee from a little theater?
And if you are run down, nervous, upset, Then rush to your nearest drugstore and ask for a bottle of Blamp-Hap, spelled B-L-M-P-H-A-P. Blamp-Hap, the tonic for tired nerves. And now your lovely Hollywood correspondent, Louise Gogler.
A very nice first tonight. How do to you, ladies and gentlemen? Of that stellar star, Lana Stewart, we wish to ask, who is this tall, dark, and handsome who's giving her the rush on the merry-go-round of the Hollywood hotspot? And what's this rumor that he's soon to sign with Miracle Pictures? Hollywood's welcome to you, Mr. Patrick St. John.
Mr. St. John, you'll make your entrance through that door, walk across the balcony and down the stairs, where you'll meet Miss Stewart. Take a surprised hesitation before your first line. Is that clear, Mr. St. John?
Yes, sir.
Good luck, darling.
Thanks, I'll need it.
All right, roll 'em.
Turning! Speed!
Mark it.
C-6435A, screen test, Patrick St. John, step forward! I'm telling you, this Patrick St. John is simply sensational. In fact, he's even slightly colossal.
Yeah. So who discovered him? So who arranged for his test?
He's still terrific. He'll be a smash hit. Even smasher than that Robert Gaylord they're bragging about over to CPM. But don't tell him I said it. Yes?
Is Lana Stewart, Mr. Goldsmith, with a Mr. Patrick St. John?
Send him right in.
Yes, sir.
He's arrived with Miss Stewart. So don't look so happy. He'll want more money.
Oh, good morning, Sam, darling. Oh, everyone's here. Sam, this is Mr. Patrick St. John, Mr. Goldsmith.
How do you do, young man?
How do you do?
You know your director, Mr. O'Rourke?
Hello.
Sit down, Lana. And you too, Mr. St. John.
Thanks.
Mr. St. John, I've seen your test, and I could say it isn't bad. In fact, I could say we could even offer you maybe a little contract.
Oh, Patrick, darling, do you hear that? A contract. You've arrived. Oh, Sam, you are a dear.
Well, we believe in giving young people a chance. Of course, it wouldn't be much money to start. Maybe $500 a week with a $600 option in 6 months.
Sam, are you joking?
About contracts, I never joke, Lena.
Oh, but you can't mean what you said. I mean, the contract has simply got to read $1,000 a week with a $3,000 option clause after the first 3 months.
No? Who's joking now?
Lana, you're colossal. In fact, you're super colossal.
Well, you're a little bit super colossal yourself, Pat. In fact, I haven't done anything.
You've done it all, Lana. Why, without your help, I couldn't have got by the guard at the front gate. And then increasing the contract price the way you did. $1,000 a week. Lana, I'll pay you back. You'll see.
Oh, I don't want to be paid back, Pat. I just want you to always remember one thing. All this has happened overnight.
Yeah, I know. It's like a dream.
Mm-hmm. And just like a dream, you can wake up tomorrow morning and find out that it's all gone. Success that comes quickly can go just as quickly. Don't ever forget that, Mr. Patrick St. John.
Memorandum to the Scenery Department. The first story for Patrick St. John must be terrific, only more so. No excuses accepted. If the story flops, so do you. Signed, Samuel Goldsmith, President, Miracle Pictures.
Oh, my lovely creature. Every moment, every second you've been away, I've been in agony. Oh, my darling, you've come back home because I love you.
All right, cut. Cut! We'll print that. Okay, Scripps, what's the next scene?
gentlemen, and all the ships at sea. Here's Hollywood news hot off the griddle. Tonight, premiere of Miracle Pictures' new epic Zumba Zumba, starring the new find of the year, Patrick St. John, is scheduled to be a smash hit. Your reporter has seen the sneak preview and prophesied it to be not less than a 35-bell picture. But what now of Lana Stewart? The latest variety tip-off sees a bit of handwriting on the wall. Reports are that box office returns on her last two pictures have dropped 60%. But now, a word from your sponsor.
Are you dull, sluggish? Then try a bottle of Blampap, the new amazing discovery, Blampap, spelled B-L-A-M-P-H-A-P. Accept no substitutes. Ask for Blampap.
And so a Hollywood star is born. Patrick St. John becomes an overnight sensation in the cinema world. The critics rave. Mail comes pouring into Miracle Pictures. Patrick St. John is a smash hit. But what about Lana Stewart? In her luxurious Beverly Hills home, the phone rings.
Oh, never mind, Christine. I'll answer it. I think I know what it is. Hello? Yes, this is she. What? Well, I'm terribly sorry, but I can't send you anything on account at the moment. I can't tell you when I can, but I promise to do the best I can. What? Then you'd best go to court if you feel that way about it. Goodbye. Oh, Christine, what am I going to do? Creditors hound me day and night, threatening suit.
I'm positive it's only a temporary condition, Miss Stewart.
No, Christine, I don't think so. And I might as well admit it. Lana Stewart is through in pictures. Unless she steps down from stardom to character bits. And she won't. Oh, no. Let it ring, Christine.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, now there's someone at the door. Well, you may as well go see who it is and tell them that I'm out.
Yes, ma'am. A gentleman is here, Miss Stewart, who says he's here to
Oh, but didn't I tell you to tell them that I'm not at home?
Yes, ma'am. Miss Stewart,
But I wouldn't listen to her, Miss Stewart.
Oh, Patrick.
You didn't expect me, did you, Lana? All that falderall of yours about going away for a week. You couldn't have kept me away. Lana, get your coat. We're going out to dinner.
Oh, no, Pat. I'd love to, but... Well, I've got a million important things to do. I've got a new script to read and my agent to see about a new contract.
Oh, no, Lana. You're not signing any new contracts until after you've signed this one. Right here on the dotted line.
But, Pat, what on earth is that?
Never mind what it is. Here's a fountain pen. Sign it.
Oh, but don't be silly, Pat. I can't go around signing contracts without reading them or having my agent read them.
You can sign this one, Lana, and read it afterward. And then if you don't like it, you can tear it up. Now sign, Lana. Right here where the X is.
Well, it sounds awfully silly to me, but...
Come on. Write your name.
All right. There. Now, what is it?
Read it.
Department of Registration, City and County of Los Angeles, State of California. Oh, Patrick, you idiot. A marriage license.
Sure. Your new contract to be the star in a new show called I Love You. Written by Patrick St. John. Please, honey.
Oh, but Pat,
Your first line reads, Patrick, darling, I love you. And as you say it, he puts his arms around you like this. And holds you very close to him. Like this. Read the line, Lana.
Oh, Patrick, darling, I love you.
If I might say so, Miss Stewart, from this one scene, the picture should be a smash sensation.
And so the curtain falls on Act 2 of Only in Hollywood. Our star, Alan Curtis, will return for a curtain call immediately following these important words from your announcer. Welcome back to the microphone, Alan Curtis, and congratulations on your very convincing performance.
Thank you, C.P. It might interest you to know that, very much like Pat in the script, I came to Hollywood in search of a career.
Well, you certainly have been very successful.
Thanks. But it wasn't very easy at first.
Did you inherit a farm and have to raise $18,000?
No, but I bought one and lost $18,000.
I shouldn't have brought that up.
Oh, it's all right.
Your hometown is Chicago, isn't it?
That's right. And I'll never forget the day I left Chicago. Headed for Hollywood.
Well, Alan, we don't know of anyone more deserving than you. And even though our story was a satire in Hollywood, it's nice to know that it really does happen only in Hollywood.
And I'm kind of glad of it myself. I hope I stay lucky.
We in Hollywood don't worry about you, Alan Curtis. You'll be one of our favorite stars for a long time to come.
Thank you, C.P. And I might tell you that how much I've enjoyed appearing here in your theater.
That's fine. And how about paying us another visit?
That's great. This must be my lucky day. Let's have lunch at the studio sometime, and we'll talk over another script. But I'm interested in your next week's show. Who is to be your star?
Next week, Alan and ladies and gentlemen, beautiful Virginia Mayo comes to our Theater of Stars with A Ticket to Hollywood, the title of our bright comedy. In our play, Virginia becomes a nightclub entertainer who is discovered and sent to Hollywood and finds her trip to stardom upon arrival in Cinema City much harder than her journey across the nation. Join us next week for a full half hour with Virginia Mayo. Until then, this is C.P. McGregor saying thanks for listening and cheerio from Hollywood.